Whoa, look at this. What's up, friends? Give you just a second to get on. See how many people we have out there that are going to join us right now. If not, it's cool. You can join a little bit later. Or check this out after we've already dropped off. But what I want to talk to you about is so we just posted our Spider Man basic figure video. And if you've watched it already, we forgot this one. And so I couldn't find it. I went all over town trying to find it. And guess what? It was here all along. It was hidden in a box of Marvel Legends that we haven't done yet, like the Professor X and the Deadpool with the scooter, and that's where it was hidden. So that's where it was, and so we'll be doing this really soon, if not today, later today. But that's awesome. So, just to clarify, I did not find it at the store. There was nowhere to be found, but I had already got it, and it had fallen in between some Marvel Legends. So that's the good news for that. Now, there's more good news than just that, and I'll get to who's on in just a moment, guys. So I'm having to clean again because they're gonna be doing a little bit of touch-ups to the apartment, so I gotta get everything out into a storage and put it for just a couple of days. And as you can imagine, that's gonna be a big feat, especially because of how much stuff we have to put up. So in case you don't remember, it's a lot, and that's just one little corner. So anyway, so if you're all ready for the big news, so a couple of days ago I was like, hey, we got some big news we're gonna share. And I see David, I see you, my friend. I definitely want to give you a shout out. So and I'll give others shout outs in a moment. But the big news was that for the first time ever, we were able to get Hasbro. They sent us some Marvel Legends to review. And so I can't say enough about how excited I am. I know that I'm sure you've seen plenty of the bigger channels that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers get Eduardo, what's going on, my friend? They get sample items and toys and so and such to be able to review. And there's been a couple of things over about the past year that we've gotten, and so what I've learned is Lego won't send you anything unless you have at least 10,000 subscribers, and even then, so they still haven't sent us anything, and hopefully they will one day in the future. But we continue to buy their awesome products, and so but nonetheless, this is the first time that Hasbro has sent us, and look what it is. This is the brand new X-Men wave, the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave, and it's absolutely outstanding. So that's what I'm going to be jumping on today, and I'm going to give them a big shout out. Obviously, we would love for them to continue to send us some stuff, and because we really, really, really appreciate. Well, first of all, we love collecting their items. And second of all, we definitely love sharing a passion for them. So, and there's definitely wonderful toy companies. Diamond Select has sent us a few items in the past, and Mattel sent us all those Jurassic Park items about a year ago, and that was outstanding. So, I look forward to hopefully growing with you guys, so I can show you more and more action figures. Because guess what? It's not cheap, in case you haven't been able to tell. So, you guys are awesome. And great news. Let's see. We got Mary. Great question. So we are going to do a giveaway finally. So that's the third great news today, is that we are going to do a giveaway. And so it's going to be Marvel Legends. I'm not going to tell you which ones, and more news will come this week. But we're going to give away several Marvel Legends, and it's going to be simple. It's just going to be from you guys what you do already. You just have to be a subscriber, and it's probably just going to be commenting on one of the videos going forward or something simple like that. But I'll tell you that news by Wednesday, because I got to make sure that I have everything in order. And last time it was kind of a mess. There were so many prizes, it was hard for me to keep up. So this time I definitely learned a lot. I'm going to have it more organized. So I appreciate you guys being so patient and so loving about that. So I do want to share something kind of interesting with you. So let me go get something. Give me 1 second. So, about a couple weeks ago, I asked you guys, what do you think about, doing Lego mocks, something that my own creation. And I thought it would be really fun. I'm not really good at Lego, I'll be honest. I want to get better. And so I was thinking, I wouldn't know what pieces to order if I was making my own creation. I don't have tons of pieces lying around. And so I kind of challenged myself to see, I really wanted to make the Bat Cycle. Um, but I don't know what pieces to buy. There wasn't anything online. So I kind of said, you know what? Let me see if I can find a Lego set that has pieces that might look like they might go with the Bat Cycle from Dark Knight. And so I challenged myself, and I'm going to show you. It was kind of interesting. So the closest I found was this. And I'll tell you why I bought this one. I bought this one because I felt the tires looked the closest to the Bat Cycle. I have no idea. I had no idea what parts were in this. So I was like, you know what? What if I could make a Bat Cycle out of this? So that was my challenge. So I opened this up, poured the pieces out, and tried my best to just look at a picture from the Bat Cycle and make one. And you know what? It didn't come out too bad. Of course, it's got colors like green and, all this other stuff, and red and blue and who knows. But it actually didn't come out too bad. So I'm going to show you. It was kind of interesting. It absolutely does not look exactly like the Bat Cycle. But once again, the challenge was, how close can I get it to look like that by using this? And Eduardo, what's going on, my friend? So, this was not too bad. It's not great. It's not terrible. You know what? I'm going to put it right here. But it was a nice little exercise. So I'm going to show you what I did here. This was supposed to be like the gun. Connected it here. It's a real working, it really works. And, if I could find a Batman that was about this size, and I could paint these black. But it wasn't too bad. Now, remember, I was limited to only the pieces that come in this. So I didn't put any extra pieces. I didn't order else. It was only the ones that are available through here. Some of them were way too big, some of them way too small. And you know what? I don't think it came out too bad, considering that was all we could use. So I definitely want to do more things like this because I think it would be really fun and, challenge me to get better at building Lego. And so the Cena fan, that's a great idea. I think you've said that before, and I absolutely should do that. That is something I can definitely order the parts for. So anyway, just giving you an idea. And, if I'm going to do something more than this, like this, can definitely do so. And so Green Destroyer, Dr. Friday, surgery and leg, and freaking out. So I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what's going on with your leg, but I will tell you this. Let me turn this camera around. I appreciate you being a friend for so long, and I'm going to definitely keep you in my prayers. And don't worry, everything will turn out fine. Just trust in your family and in the doctors, and make sure you get lots of rest. And before you know it, hopefully, over time, things will get better. So keep positive. Things will get better. I'll keep you in my prayers. All right, so let's see. The other news is that I ended up finding the other Fortnite action figures, and so I know some of you liked them. I know not everybody likes Fortnite, but I was able to find the other two, so it was a little crazy. And then let's see. And then you guys already know, but you haven't been voting for Overwatch. You've been voting for other stuff, so I haven't done Overwatch yet. I still have this Kraven and Spider-Man 2-pack. Obviously we got it way back and haven't done it yet. And so I know we need to hurry up with that. And so anyway, what I'm actually trying to do is put things away, because obviously they're going to come and touch up the ceiling where it's cracking off. I'm sure you can see over there, and fix it up. So, but everything has to come out, and that's going to take me a little while to do. So this weekend, Godzilla's going to come out. So me and Gigi are going to try and check that out. That'll be super awesome. So I'm super excited about that. And then, so went toy hunting, didn't find anything today. But, yeah. So, guys, let me haven't checked out the comments yet, so if you'll be patient with me, I'm gonna scroll all the way to the top. Hopefully, it doesn't take me too long. And if I miss you guys, wow, there's a lot. So let's see. We got Yandu. What's going on, my friend? David, Moisty, Nuggets, CJ, Kostiv, TSM. Let's see. I don't want to mispronounce this, but it looks like Lyle or Macintosh, Vanilla Zilla, the Cena. And if I say somebody more than once, cool. David, Ray, Green Destroyer, Alfredo. Let's see, Marvel Venom Legends, Karam Studios, Star Wars Gang, Mary, Broncos, Beast M11. Let's see who else is. Samir, Harold. What's going on, my friends? I really appreciate you guys joining us today. So David, Eduardo, Mr. Nobody. I live in the Netherlands and it's in the night right now. Wow, I appreciate you joining us. Let's see. What is your favorite Marvel Legend wave? I gotta say, it's probably still all of the ones from the Infinity War because it's just so amazing. Now, that's not one wave, it's 2+ extra characters from other waves, but I gotta say, I'm super obsessed with the Infinity War action figures. Let's see. Who am I missing? Marvel Gamer 2099. What's going on, my friend? Paige Wilson, what's up? It looks like a different Alfredo. What's going on, my friend? And Rosie, want to say hi. Amanda, what's going on? And let's see, Ray Styles, Spidey fan. Let's see, hope we'll create in the future. Marvel Legends. You know, I'd love for them to do more characters from the MCU, believe it or not. I know some people don't like collecting characters from the MCU, but I do. I would love for them to make more characters from the MCU. Carlos Daniel Fuentes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. And looks like, oh, thank you, David. Appreciate the love. So, Katie Ben 10. What's going on, Caden? Absolutely. I appreciate it. Harold. When did I start collecting? I guess technically when I was a kid. But, so, I'll be honest. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Sorry, guys. There's a tons more. And if, there's so many. Golly, I'm scrolling and scrolling. So if you want to say what's up, say it now. Speed God, what's going on, my friend? So I'll answer some questions absolutely right now. So obviously, like many kids, I had a few toys growing up. We didn't have a lot of money. So I'll be honest. We weren't necessarily poor, but we didn't have a lot of money, and so we didn't have a lot of stuff. But I started collecting, superheroes and things like He-Man and Transformer, and I really only had a couple of action figures, and I like Ninja Turtles, obviously. And I held on to them and tried to take good care of them because couldn't afford very many. And over time, I started having a little collection. It's funny that you asked that because I found these, which are originals. And I was thinking about doing a Dream toy box of Ninja Turtles. So that's original Raphael. He does not have his accessories. Here's an original Bebop. And if you'll notice, except for the paint wear and tear, they're in pretty decent shape for being so old. So here's Rocksteady. He still has his accessories, and he's in, decent shape, mind you. And then Casey Jones. He has one of his accessories. So, yeah. Casper Reyes, what's up, my friend? If I do a Lego video with the stuff I made, would you guys watch it? Absolutely. You know what? For those of you that are always watching our videos and commenting, first of all, I want to thank you so much. And I try and subscribe to every one of you guys that are on here. And so if you'll notice, I'm sure some of you have probably noticed, Comedy Episode Prime, what's going on, that I've been able to join some of your channels whenever you release a video or maybe do a live stream. It depends what I'm doing, because obviously if I'm in the middle of recording, probably won't be. But I know some of you have been able to have us join yours, and I appreciate doing that. I love doing that sort of thing. And so yeah, I know, like for Mr. Awesome and so on. So I will try my best whenever you guys have a video. Obviously, make sure you have your parents' permission if you're young before you post anything, because Uh, it's internet still not completely secure. And never, never, never give any of your personal information out. Don't give your address. Don't give your phone number. Don't give any of that, because I know that we do have kids, a lot of kids that watch our channel. So make sure you don't do any of those things, because the internet's still, there's still strangers watching. So make sure you keep your information private. Let's see. Do you like the Avengers? Absolutely. I love the Avengers. Absolutely. Let's see. The channel is awesome. Thank you so much, Roblox Kelly Plays. Good to see you, my friend. I appreciate all the love. You're always there for us. It says he has that Casey Jones action figure. That's awesome. Let's see, Marvel Gamer. I'm going to make a Lego stop motion. Would you like to watch it? Sure. Stop motion takes a lot of patience and a lot of time to make. And so I know you guys have been just asking us over and over for stop motion. And it's been hard to find time, because for those of you that want to make stop motion and haven't, the first thing you need to do is write your basic story. So I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna go ahead and share. So this is the hardest part about stop motion, is the writing the story, actually. So if you take, doing stop motion takes so long that no matter how good the animation is, no matter how good you make any special effects or sound effects or the acting, if even if it's just a loose story, it won't be interesting. Nobody will watch it. So, and of course, it definitely has to be appealing to the eye. But so, usually what I do is I think of, because mine are usually funny, or I'm trying to make them funny. So the goal is for them to be funny. Maybe they're not funny. So the goal is to have some sort of, maybe gag. If you've seen our Deadpool one, they're basically just bantering back and forth, making fun of each other. And what you may not know is half of those jokes that I put in there were comments that people said about our Deadpool review. Because I remember I said gray Deadpool, and someone had said, it's not gray Deadpool, you beep, it's X-Force Deadpool. And so somewhere else it was like, anyway, so I just incorporated those jokes in there, and I know they may have flown over most people's heads, but anyway. And at the end I was like, let's just make it, after all this funny banter, let's just make it ridiculous and then just incorporate the ponies. So that's why at the end it was like, and then obnoxiously long. So then, that being the case, the second part that you want to do, if I'm on the second part, is you want to make sure you have a good gag and story. And the second part is you need to make sure the audio works without the visuals first. So what I do is I end up recording what they're saying, the sound effects, and I make sure that it sounds good without having to see anything, because that'll make sure the timing is good. So for those of you starting out or making stop motion, you need to make sure it sounds good without seeing the stop motion yet. Then once you're done, you put your stop motion to match the audio. And that's how you make a good quality stop motion. Otherwise, if you do the video and then try to match up the audio, it's not going to flow very well. So, all right, let's see who we got here. What's going on, my friend? I don't know how to pronounce this name right here, and so I'm going to butcher it, but I do want to give you a shout out. So it says Joao Candiota. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but I definitely want to say hi. Let's see, when are you going to do the Marvel Legend review from the 2-pack? I'll do it today and probably release it for Wednesday. Let's see. Ray Styles, remember me? I do, but let me say this, because many of you change your screen names, and if you've changed your screen name, make sure you let me know, or say, hey, remember, it's me, Spider-Fan31 or whatever, and I'll be like, yes, that's right, because I'll see your new name over and over and over, but I may not link, because now that we have, thank God, I've been blessed to have 52,000 subscribers. I try to talk to every single person I can on a daily basis, but it gets a little overwhelming sometimes, so sometimes it runs together, especially if you keep changing your name. So Fadia Abdullah, what's going on, my friend? A stop motion, oh man, that'd be awesome. Let's see, Casper Reyes, me too, I was thinking about doing a Lego Pokemon stop motion. Can you please watch them? Guys, when I drop off, I end up trying to follow all of you guys who subscribe to me. It takes me a little while because there's thousands, but then I go and I subscribe, I turn on the bell, and that's how you end up seeing me sometimes on your video. Let's see. I'm new and love your channel. Dogs and stuff. I really appreciate the love, my friend. Really appreciate that. So, what is my favorite MCU movie? Infinity War first. But Infinity War into Endgame, that's such a great combination. Civil War. Love the first Iron Man. If you have not seen the first Iron Man, it's amazing how great that movie is. So, those are my favorite. Absolutely. Let's see. Diego, anime fan. I'm actually a very big fan. Amazing. I really appreciate the love. Thank you. And so, all right, Green Destroyer. We'll be talking to you soon. And hopefully everything goes well. Keep your head up. My favorite movie is Iron Man 3. You know what's so funny? Is that when I first saw Iron Man 3, I didn't like it. I do now, absolutely. So let me just say that. I love Iron Man 3. The reason why I didn't like Iron Man 3 when it first came out was because they showed the Mandarin with his rings, and they kept showing him like he was gonna be a big deal. And if you've ever seen him from the comics, like him and his rings are extremely powerful. Didn't know that it was gonna be just a front and gag, and they put that big twist, and he was nothing. He was just an actor in the movie. So, John, what's going on, my friend? I really appreciate the love. Brian, what's going on? Juice Squad, what's up? So anyway, after time went on, and I saw a lot of the behind the scenes, because I absolutely love the movies. So I've seen all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, plus seen them with the audio commentary from the directors and the actors. That's pretty fun to watch, especially because I've always wanted to get into movies and acting and so on, and that's why I like editing these videos and making shorts and stuff. But I learned a lot from watching, especially from the Russo brothers. And so when I heard Kevin Feige talk about how the third movie of each one, they always change it up. So if you notice, Thor 1 and 2 are similar, and Thor 3, Thor Ragnarok, is way different. Just like Iron Man 1 and 2, they're similar, but Iron Man 3 takes a totally different departure. Same thing with Avengers 1. I don't know why I'm starting on this finger. So, Avengers 1 and 2, they're similar, but then Avengers 3 is where Infinity War, where it just goes completely different. And so Kevin Feige gave some examples of movies that have done that, and it made a lot of sense. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So movie reviews, Aaron Tuna. You know, I love doing movie reviews. What ends up happening is we watch the movie super late, get out, and I forget to do it. And people are like, you guys are so awesome. But then you're like, I thought you were going to review the movie. And I'm like, oh, and it's already... Oh. So if you want me to, I will put a better effort. So, Godzilla will be the first one that we review in a while. So I'll never forget this. I am really crying because he's Simon. Oh, I appreciate that. And I'm sorry if I butchered your name, because I'm not great at reading names. Sorry about that. I didn't really like Endgame. How come? Let's see. Justin Chavez, what's going on, my friend? Super Channel G, are you... Yes, I'm super hyped for Godzilla King of Monsters. Absolutely, it's going to be lit. Unknown person, I appreciate that. And Marvel Gamer 2099, I really appreciate that. So, let me just say this. You know, I know we have a lot of kids that watch our channel, and I really appreciate that, because you know what? I was a kid once, and I'm just trying to make the channel that I hope that I love, and I'm hoping that because I love doing this, that you love it. So, anyway, you know, don't worry about spelling. Sometimes you've seen me put something out and it autocorrects on the phone. Like a little while ago, I put Spider-Man Fat From Home instead of Far From Home. I didn't even catch it because I was like, and then it wouldn't let me edit it. So I was like, Fat From Home. But I'll tell you what, not a big deal. Obviously, you know, it autocorrected, or I typed the wrong letter. Who cares? Let's see. No, you're not my first YouTuber. Just say my name. Well, I'm sorry about that, but absolutely, I appreciate you being here. Have any old Marvel comics? You know what? I do, and they're not in great condition. I'll tell you why. Because I had them in a box in the garage, and a rat ate them. He made like a nest in there, and it was like... It started chewing on all my comics, so they're not in great shape. And then some silverfish got in the other ones, and I'm like, ugh, I hate silverfish. They gross me out. I don't even think they do anything. They're just gross. They look like a prehistoric bug. Let's see. Yeah, mistakes, no big deal. So, Anyway, it's human to make mistakes. So anyway, let's see what else we got here. And 3 Iron Man ones. That's cool. 15 Spider-Man toys. That's awesome. And so, absolutely, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I'll tell you what. So for some of you watching, when I was young, you'll be interested to know that I was super, super, super shy. So I was super shy, and it kept me from doing a lot of things because I'd be like, I don't want to. And so I found out that, there's a lot of stuff I missed out on. So I've done a lot to work on that. It's okay to be shy. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's what I found out as I got older. What I was shy and scared of, it was nothing. Over time you start to realize, what am I scared of? If I make a mistake, everybody makes mistakes. Who cares? If I type the wrong thing, if I miss when I'm shooting a ball, if I do this, like, doesn't matter. Try again. So what I will say this is, once I realized that making mistakes makes you better, I was happy with the mistakes I started to make. So I want to encourage you guys that are maybe shy like I was, or whatever the case may be. There's an old saying that I really like that says the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. So the master has failed more times than the beginner's even tried. So what that means to me is, in order to get really, really good at something, you do it over and over and over, and you learn from that failure. You know what? So like if I was learning how to do tricks on a bike, which I can do, absolutely, it's just an example. If I'm doing tricks on a bike, you got to take risk, and then you're going to fall. But then when you fall, you're like, oh, I lean too much to the left. You do it again. Oh, now I lean too much to the right. Okay, so now I know I got to stay center more. And then maybe I'll watch a video, maybe this and that. So yeah, those falls are failures. And failure is not a bad word. Failure leads to success. And the more you fail, the more you learn. So don't be afraid of failure. I was afraid of failure when I was a kid, and it kept me from doing a lot of stuff. And then I realized, you know what? The only opinion that really matters is me. So I want to get better. I want to try it. And half the fun is learning. So I appreciate that. So Paige Wilson, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being shy. And so what I will tell you is that I was there too. So favorite Avenger. I get this question often. And so it's Iron Man. And I will tell you this. It didn't become Iron Man until after I saw the movie. Because before that, I was like, Iron Man looks a little goofy. I didn't like that big rectangle mouth and the rectangle eyes. And he's always like, And then they made that movie. And it was so real. And Robert Downey Jr. was so amazing. I was like, that is it right there. And since that day that I saw that movie, Iron Man has shot to the top and become my favorite Marvel character. So let's see. I'm sad he died. I didn't see what was put earlier, but absolutely. So Jenny, what's going on? My friend, Diego, anime fan. I really appreciate the love. Captain America. Captain America's been amazing in the movies too. And so something I do want to say is that so many characters from the Marvel movies have made the comics cool. They did such a great job. You know what? Another one, like Captain America, I wasn't like super into Captain America either, which was interesting. And I thought it was kind of weird, the little, wing right here, and him in a shield, and he always had like a weird face. And then they made the movie, and when I saw Captain America, the first Avenger, it blew me away. Chris Evans was amazing. He continues to be amazing, and definitely one of my favorite characters. So, man, the Marvel Studios did an incredible job of making these movies. So, are you going to get Marvel Legends Endgame Wave 2? Absolutely. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. I'm going to get it as soon as I can get it. See, read comics online. The MCU makes the comics look great. They absolutely do, because they also make it real. Spider-Man's awesome. Let's see. Dad and little brother of Iron Man 2. Yeah, he's just awesome. What do you think of the new Spider-Man trailer? It looks outstanding. I can't wait to watch it. So it's going to come out in July. I'm super hyped about it. Absolutely. When that happened to Iron Man, I was like, ugh. But here's the thing. It's not a bad thing, because what they wanted to do was they wanted to show that Iron Man saved the entire universe. And they were saying that from start to finish, the very first Iron Man movie, he was super selfish and all into himself and conceited. And then, of course, he went into the cave, came out, wanted to be a lot more selfless, wanted to help others. And then as time went on, he cared less and less and less just about himself and more and more about others, till at the end he made the ultimate sacrifice to just show how selfless he became. Same thing with Captain America. Over the time, he just wanted to serve and do for others. And as time went on, his story arc became that eventually he finally did something for himself. So that was really awesome. So absolutely. And so let's see. You should be in a Marvel movie. You know what? So one day when the MCU has, run the course of the wonderful movies that are going on now, I would love to, this is of course just dreaming, but I would love to one day play the new Iron Man. Probably never happen, but even if it's in like 10 years, 15 years, or whenever in the future when I would be like Robert Downey Jr.'s age, that would be really cool. I would absolutely love to play Iron Man. Plus, I'm not super big and buff like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans, so it wouldn't really fit those anyway. But I think I'd be a good Iron Man. I just got to grow this little deal right here. All right, let's see. Your dream will come true. All you need is patience. Absolutely, I appreciate the love. Deserves over 1 million subscribers. Harold Cloud, I love you guys. And Comedy Episode Prime, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for love. All right, so some of you are in other countries. Absolutely, have a good night. And let's see. I in school next month. Awesome. It's going to be summer. Unknown person. Thank you. So, guys, I'm going to drop off in just a moment. I've been with you. I didn't realize already half an hour. So, I'm going to be opening these Hasbro Legends. I'm sorry, that we just got from Hasbro. And lots of peace and love to Hasbro. I want to make you proud so that you send us more stuff because we absolutely love your products. They're amazing. So, so it would be great if we play Iron Man. Oh, thank you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop off. You can always talk to us in the comments. We do posts all the time. We try to do videos all the time. And so Superhero Genius. I'm about to drop off, but I definitely wanted to shout you out. Justin Chavez, thank you so much. Planet Geek. I'm gonna get to opening. So thank you guys. I'm gonna drop off. Talk to us in the comments. Nick Irwin, I don't think I saw you, so I'm going to say hi to you right now. Hunter Game 13. So talk to you soon. Comment to us. I'll read all of them. I'm going to try to get back to as many as I can. But love you much, guys. Peace out.